Hey, Dean.
Hey there, Anton. How you
How's it
doing?
going? What's
I'm
going
good.
on?
Yeah, just excited here to talk about this summer collection and summer beauty with you.
Yes, I'm so excited. Thanks for joining me. This is
Of
super
course.
exciting. Oh,
Yeah.
there you are. There you are. You maximize. Now I can see
There we
you
go.
in all
Like
your
when we
fabulous.
talk, it happens,
That's
right?
good. That's good. Yes, I love it. Okay, well, just really quick intro about me. Dean, you know me, obviously, but just for everyone watching, my name is Anton Kechaturian, and I am a celebrity makeup artist here in Los Angeles, California. And this is my really good friend, Dean Fournier, who is with
Great.
Lorac Cosmetics. He's the director of creative artistry and talent relations. I said that right. Did I say that right?
Yes, you got it right. Bravo.
God, I was sweating. I was sweating. Now I could like dry off. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm super excited. So, we're going to talk about like some summer trends and some summer like makeup looks. And we're going to chat about Lorac's summer collection that just came out. Yes?
Yes, yes, our golden hour collection. We're super, super excited about it.
The
Yeah.
Golden Hour collection. I love it. Well, I'm going to dive right into some of these products.
Okay.
I've already been kind of like playing.
Oh, there they are.
You
Your
can see.
famous swatches, Anton. I love
You
it.
know, I'm like a swatcher, as so many makeup artists are. Like, I can't even take full credit for that. But I want to start with these eyeglass trios, these um, sunrise and sunset little trio sets that you guys came out with. I'm like obsessed with these. Okay, let's start.
Right.
Oh, you got them too, and they're boxed
Yeah.
up. Look at that. I love that they come in little sets of three. You have your like more neutrally kind of lighter tones, and then you have your like darker kind of naughtier tones,
Right, exactly.
depending on what's.
What mood you're in, right?
Yes, I love it.
Right. So yeah, we really wanted to really revolutionize the idea of like a glossy eye. I know it's like this
Yeah,
super huge, like I would say it even like supersedes trend, right? It's just something that makeup artists that we are just like, I want a glossy eye to photo shoot. I want it on the red carpet. It's so flattering. It's so like hot
yeah,
looking. It's just like, but as we've discussed before, it is or has been nearly impossible to have any kind of longevity with that, right? So especially with red
yeah.
carpet, which is your specialty, you're a go-to artist for red carpet. It's like to have that like super shiny eye just like on the lid is just it's hard to achieve. So we really thought hard on how we could really create a product and create a formula that was going to retain that shine but also be really long lasting and locked down.
Well, I love that. And first of all, I want to say that I love that you said that it kind of transcends trend, first of all, because I want to talk to you a lot more about trend when we get into some of these other products too. But this is the kind of product and look that I feel like people are always, it's always cute. It's always in style. Like it's not something that comes and goes. And interesting what you said about the red carpet, because oftentimes, you know, those trends will trickle from the red carpet to real life. And I find that I've been playing with these. I actually got to use these the other day on someone, and I was so blown away. I know, I was so excited because I'm, finally starting to get back into the work groove a little bit, which is just fantastic. But I could not believe the wearability. And I mean, these have been on my hand for like 2 hours because I've been playing with them again.
Right.
But the thing about the red carpet, and I think this is very, very relevant for the everyday woman for real life as well, is, you know, longevity. Nobody wants to like fuss with their makeup and keep touching it up over and over and over. I think that's a really big thing. And when it comes to the red carpet, once I get someone ready and they leave me, like it's like a dead makeup artist walking situation officially. Like that is it.
Bye.
I know, bye. Don't fall apart. Don't explode on me. You know what I mean? Like there's really nothing I can do at that point. So I like to lean on products that I know I won't have to worry about. And my client even told me that I played with these on. She was like, I was rocking that eye for the rest of the day and it didn't budge until I was ready to take it off.
Right.
And that's what I want to hear from my people. And for someone who's going to use this on like the everyday, like I said, they're not going to want to fuss with it. They're not going to want to touch it up. And they're just so pretty and shiny. I love it. I love this. I love this sunrise set because there's definitely something in there for everyone.
Right. It's a great go-to. That one would be like, you know, you have like this beautiful pearly pink, this super, super warm gold, and then you have this just very classic champagne. So you have something that you can use, you know, for brow highlight by itself, or if you're just more low key, then that could be the color that you would maybe go to. So I really do like the pairing. I think that the pairing of the three
is great.
And
Go ahead, sorry.
no, yeah, and then just the kind of combinations, they all work well together. You do have a little bit of playtime, which I'm sure you've noticed.
Yeah, and I love that. It doesn't dry like immediately, but you gotta kind of like get it in there and get it done. But you do have a moment to kind of like get it to where you want it to go before it just, some products will like dry so fast.
Right.
And it's like they're a little bit more intimidating to use, but I found that these like blended really nicely. You can use them in a lot of different ways.
Right, exactly. So it's a gel cream for everybody who's watching. You're like, what is the texture? Like, what does it really feel like? It's like a gel cream, and then you have a little bit of that play time to blend, and then or shape even, which I really do recommend with like the deeper shades. You can create shapes. You can do that graphic eye. You can do a cat eye with it. You can clean it up with a tool or even just your finger, just to kind of, you know, give it that beautiful wing. And then I would use the word locks, right? So it locks down on the lid. So that's probably with your client, what she was noticing. She was like, so this is staying. This isn't like some weird, oh, I don't want to go out in the heat, or like, you know, I feel like it's going to melt any minute if I move wrong. Like it's absolutely not the case with these. And that's really the formula, you know, in a nutshell.
I love that. I lock the lockdown. That's a really, really good tidbit, because I'm all about that. Like, this product is just gonna lock itself up. It's like got its own little teeny tiny insurance policy built into it, and then no one has to worry about it, which is great. And with these lighter shades, I love, like I was saying, I love how inclusive they are, because for someone who's really fair, like either of these lighter shades would work really well as like a lid color, or if they want to go for like a bronzier look, then, you know, that would be, the bronze color would be great. But for someone with a deeper skin tone, the bronze color is going to act as more of like a natural color. But these lighter tones, like you said, on a deeper skin tone would be beautiful as like a brow highlight, or even like a little like inner corner something, which
like just to kind of give that sheen too, because even that, like the champagne color, the one that you're speaking of, is like, it's a little bit more of a translucent, right? So it just has that.
Yeah, it has that really pretty sheerness to it. So I feel like it would work on anybody.
Right. Exactly. So it is, and at Lorac, as you've known and applauded, is that we create our products for all women, all different skin tones. Whenever we do a collection, we do a set, we do, of course, foundations. It's also something that we want to be universal, that we want, like, this is really we're going to put colors and selections and palettes, etc., that are really going to work for everybody. So there's really, like, you know, so many different options and ways that you can utilize, like, each of the trios too, right?
I love that you said that. And I want to get into that inclusivity conversation a little bit more with the next product. I just wanted to, before we wrap these up, I just wanted to say that, like, these are like a makeup artist's dream right here. And I am just like obsessed with the pigment on these. They're like so good.
Yeah, the payoff with especially like the deeper tones, like it is just super, super rich. I wouldn't call it completely opaque, but pretty close.
Yeah, no, there's a sheerness, but they're pretty opaque. I mean, they get the job done. But I actually use this kind of cranberry color. What's her name? At Sunset. And I found that, like, I was able to apply it, kind of get like a pretty nice layer on there, but there was still a sheerness. But I went back and made it a little bit more opaque. So they're pretty buildable too.
Right. That's true.
Makeup artists love buildable, because that means that we have control. And I mean, us creatives are control freaks. Like, let's just be.
So you can blend them out and kind of give it just like that kind of sheen, sparkle look, or you can like layer it and kind of almost like an icing is right, where you just layer it on. And it's just like really
all the good verbiage. I love it. Well, I want to jump into this next product in your collection, and then I want to get more into that inclusivity conversation. This Golden Hour Luxe Diamond palette. Can we see that? Yeah. Yes, we both have one. I love it. You guys just sent me you sent me all this stuff, and you're always keeping me stocked, and I just
of course
for it. I am such a sucker for a Lorac palette, and what I love about this one is that there really truly is something for everybody. And I find that sometimes with these palettes, like, certain demographics can kind of be left out.
Mhm.
But this is like, I mean, literally anyone of any skin tone can use this. And I love that. And I was thinking like, you know, if someone is like, maybe like my skin tone, like a medium deep, medium beige kind of situation, they would use this kind of gold color here in the corner. But they could also use like any of these shades for maybe like eyeshadows, right? I mean, is this okay for eyeshadow?
Yes, yes. So yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. These are when we created this palette, we wanted it to be very universal. We always create for professional use. We always are thinking about like your kit, makeup artist kits, and in a way that we can really, keep them nice and small. But of course, that works for everybody. Everybody doesn't want to carry around a large anything that's very, very bulky. So we were like, let's go ahead, let's get these ophthalmologist tested, which we did.
I love that. So
Right.
this is essentially an eyeshadow palette too.
Yeah. So these are like huge jumbo-sized eyeshadows.
I love
highlighters.
Yeah.
Of course, great for the body as well. These we just kind of had to pick out. Like we felt like these two would probably be the most like the best highlighters.
Yeah.
For the body, or would be the go-to shades for like that collarbone action and everything like that as well.
Yeah. You gotta bring it down. You gotta bring it down. Little shoulder situation. I love.
Yeah. I always like to set, like even if I use like a liquid, right? Like for the body first, then I usually like to set it with a powder. At least I do. So it just
100%. I mean, for photos, that's one thing, but back to the red carpet conversation, I rarely use liquid makeup because expensive clothes and hugging and kissing and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So I usually like to stick to powders that like will do the highlighting and like make the skin look really beautiful, but also hide any imperfections. So this is like a go-to body palette for me as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this pinkish tone. I mean, that would be beautiful as an eyeshadow on anybody, or like, a little like almost blush topper. I always like those like light kind of goldeny pinks that can go over like a bronzer or something like that, just to give a little extra something.
Like a little kick up,
I love it. And you know what I have to say, what I love about your guys' palettes, they are, like we were talking about how compact they are, which we love. I mean, I've had some super bulky eyeshadow palettes in my day, and then I'm hitting the bottom like before I've like barely, I'm like, there's like hardly any product in here. What's going on? It takes me a really long time to put a hole in a Lorac shadow.
It does. Like it's like
so this is an obscene amount of product.
Like that is like to the base, like filled with product. That is just that's what we're really known for. It's our pro palettes are like that. Our unzip palettes are like that. Like we don't skimp. We really make sure that we provide a lot of that rich color to play with, and it just it doesn't disappoint, lasts forever, which is really, really great. So this is we really
they're beautiful.
We wanted to do a highlighter palette for so long, by the way.
I love it, just kind of playing with these. Like I love the way they kind of like bend the light. They're so pretty. Precisely. Yeah, you guys have done like some individual highlighters, but nothing really quite like this.
Right, exactly. So we wanted it to be universal. So that was, as you brought up, we wanted to make sure that it was going to be something, because we weren't going to create like, oh, this is the light palette, the warm palette, the whatever. So we were like, let's just create something that's really universal. So we really wanted to perfect these shades. This is our Light Source Mega Beam formula. So we do offer a few of those in individuals.
Okay, that's what I'm used to, and I love those.
Right, that's like our kicked up highlighter formula. And so we went back, used that base to create, these are all 6 new shades. So these are exclusive to the palette. So we really, and it was like you said, you noticed it, that we wanted it to be universal. So, like you were saying, like some might be best for like a blush topper. They might be like best for like, the perfect upper cheek highlight for like a deeper skin, the perfect upper cheek highlight for like a lighter skin. Well then, as you were saying, guess what? Because it's ophthalmologist tested, no matter what your skin tone on any end of the spectrum, you can utilize these as eyeshadows. If you're like, that's a little too light for my face, you can throw that in your corner, a little brow highlight, mix it in with shadow. So there's just, it really is. Yeah.
I love that. And I mean, I have to say, like, we've known each other for so long. We've worked together for so long. And I'm such a fan of Lorac, because no one ever had to tell you guys to like extend your foundation shades or your concealer shades. Like you guys have been doing that since the very beginning, and you guys have a lot of shades to choose from. And I mean, that conversation is so important. But, you know, as a makeup artist who works with every single type of person, you know, all ages, all races, I've never had to like relearn certain things with makeup artistry. Like I know how to take care of anyone, but I've always leaned on Lorac to because you guys have all of those shades. You guys have something for everybody, and it's just I really really appreciate it, and I know that, you know, customers do as well.
Yeah, it's so important for brands, and of course it is important to us that you really speak to everybody.
Yes.
It's necessary 100%, and it's what everyone should do. And we take a lot of pride in that, and really thinking about like the full, you know, the full gamut and everybody with all the colors and shades that we come out with, particularly with like this, like a palette where there's just the one palette. We want everybody to look at it and think, I can use that. I can use that one.
They can see themselves in that product. They can see themselves adding that to their repertoire and feeling confident using the whole thing.
Right.
Which
exactly.
I love. Well, amazing. I also want to chat about these glosses really quick because I am so gagged by these. They're so pretty. You guys haven't done a gloss in a while, I feel like.
No. This is another one like the highlighter palette. We've been wanting to do it, but of course we did not want to just put something out that we didn't have like total and complete, you know, faith in. And just, but bottom line at Lorac, we, at our product development team, our marketing team, everybody, it's like, we need to be obsessed. We need to be like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed with this. Let's do it. Oh my God, let's take it to market.
Oh, I love that. I love that. It's so passion is like the main ingredient in like the creative side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do. We
have to live it. I love that you said that because it's so true.
Mm-hmm. Right. So this is our brand new formula. So this is the Luxe Diamond Lip Gloss. First formula that we've had come out in years, as you had mentioned. It's available in 10 shades. I'm going to try to hold them all up. I'm probably going to drop them because I'm like...
Oh, look at that. Look at that. You did it. You did it.
I did it.
Yeah. I'm oh my God. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, there's, the formula is really, really nice. I was actually playing with these as well, and this Out of Office is like my favorite.
I love that one too. I love that one too. It's like that perfect.
I can't even be bothered because it's that fabulous. But I find that these are like super, super moisturizing. They don't have like a whole lot of tackiness to them, which is really nice. And they're not overly opaque. They're not like a lacquer or anything like that. And I'm not mad at a lacquer, like don't get me wrong, but this is a great antidote for summer because people just want to feel like fresh and moisturized and hydrated and effortless. They don't want to feel like restricted by the makeup that they're wearing.
Yeah, and we came out with this, you know, obviously during the summer season, so it's like, and we wanted it to be light and easy, and it
smells good.
Yeah, it smells really good. It's like super light. It's like that super soft, like vanilla, almost like a cake. But again, not too strong, not too sweet, right?
No, not at all. It has like that like essence of birthday cake, which is like good and bad for me because you know, it makes me want. Like,
this one's calorie free, so
which is great. Like I love that. I'm just gonna put this on instead of eating dessert. But I was gonna say like the range is so beautiful. I mean, you have 10 colors here, and you have some really unique shades. Like I am obsessed with this blue color, Pacific.
Yeah,
because it's so sheer. There was one other time that I saw a gloss come out that looked like this, and this one definitely just is. It's like an even better. It's got that really really sheer kind of blue quality to it, and it's really intimidating to look at. But what people will quickly realize upon trying a product like this is that bluey, pinky, pearlized kind of vibe. First of all, it makes your teeth look insanely white.
Yes.
And it's really, really flattering across the board. Like it doesn't look the way people might think it does. And for me, I love this on top of like a bright red.
Right.
It's a really good, like almost like a transforming kind of color. Same with this gold. Like this gold is so beautiful by itself, but you could put this on top of anything just to kind of make it like a more like from the office to, you know, like a night out or something.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we wanted them because our other one, as you'd mentioned, our Ultra Ego Lip Gloss, which is a huge fan favorite. People love it. It's a very much a full coverage like lip lacquer, right? Yeah. So it's our like repertoire as a brand. We knew we were like, okay, great. So let's do something sheer. Let's do something like a bit more like a wash, which is, much more on trend right now. And I know we talk about gloss all the time. We're gloss guys. We just love a gloss, like in the work that we do. So it's
I love me some gloss.
Yeah.
Gloss, like the texture of lips definitely comes and goes when it comes to trend. Let's be honest. You and I both know that as makeup artists, and I don't care what anybody says. Like, if you live for that gloss, then you wear that gloss all year round. If it makes you happy, wear it. And I think gloss, and gloss makes your lips look really pretty no matter what age you are. Like, if you're more mature and you're worried about like fine lines around your lips or texture, gloss is very young looking. It's very fresh looking, and it actually kind of smooths everything out. So I think gloss is very underestimated, and I am here for it. Like, I'm all about it.
Yeah, people just want something like light. It's just really what everyone's gravitating towards. Obviously nowadays they want something that's easy. They want something that's going to be very light moisturizing. These have avocado oil, they have shea butter. They're very, very moisturizing as well. And then there's like another ingredient too, because like on that same subject of gloss, right? We wanted to reinvent that category. We wanted to do something new. We didn't want to just put out something that was just going to be like another version of the same, right? Yeah. So we, hence the phrase Luxe Diamond. So these are actually infused with 100% authentic, sustainably sourced diamond powder. Okay, it's super, 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 super finely milled. So there's, as you know, you've tried it, you've used it on clients. It's so light. It doesn't have a graininess. It doesn't have anything.
No, not at all. It's not like exfoliating.
Right, exactly. And so you can't even really see it to the naked eye because you have, for instance, this is Melt. This is that clear shade that we were chatting about.
Yeah, I love clear.
Right. It's just like it's utility, right? As an artist, you're like, I can't leave my house for a job.
Yeah.
A clear lip gloss. So it's completely clear. There's no shimmer.
Yeah, there's no pigment at all.
But that is what makes it so different, is because of that diamond powder infusion. It picks up the light, the twinkle, the sparkle, however you want to say it, is just so much more intense. And actually, yeah. So we were actually, with this clear, as you were saying, like, we actually last week we got really, really great news. So this was named one of the top 10 best clear lip glosses of all time by Harper's Bazaar. So
ooh, that's a good one.
This is a good day. Right.
Very, very well deserved, because I'm going to say making a really, really excellent clear is not the most easy undertaking at all.
Right.
Oftentimes it's like a tube of like just straight jojoba oil or something like that. Like, it could be too tacky or too shiny sometimes. Like, it doesn't necessarily do what you want it to do, especially as a makeup artist. When I love a clear all by itself, especially on like, younger girls that maybe have that like really pretty pigment in their lips already, and they just like a little bit of something on top of it. Or if you want to like, make a matte texture a little glossier, you want to make a red glossy. But this is like, there's just a very smoothing, it's like a glass-like quality.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's got this like glass-like finish that lasts. It's not just some sort of like moisturizing oil that just dissipates in like 10 minutes. It's got those moisturizers, of course, the avocado and the shea.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, but again, as we always do, and we create for professional use, so something that you can trust for a client. But again, like, everybody wants something that's long lasting. It's not, everybody wants something that's like, if I'm going to spend the money on a clear lip gloss, I want that to be shining.
Yeah.
While, like, I want
shiny.
I don't want to have to reapply a ton.
Exactly, and they don't want to put it on 100 times. That's the other thing, and that's why I love recommending products to friends or to clients or to whomever. When people ask me like, oh, what's your favorite this, I like to gravitate towards those red carpet products, because first and foremost, I know that they're going to pay off a certain way, and then I know that they're going to last. That's really I mean, how many people ask us like, oh, what's the best gloss, or what's the best eyeliner that stays in the waterline? You know, you get the longevity questions all the time, and like this is like happening. And I already got that feedback from these and the eyeglasses from clients. And I just want to say these two, Heat Wave and Summer Fling, like
Oh yes, these two guys. This is like total summer. Like,
well, and I just kind of like cocktailed them together because I love that it's like a wash of pink or a wash of that corally orange, and then you get that like watermelon-y kind of vibe when you kind of mix them together, and I just it reminds me of summer. So
I love that color. That is really
they're
cute.
so you guys did an amazing job with like this whole collection. I'm obsessed, and you know how much of a fan I am. Like, there's a lot of Lorac in my kit. Like, let's be real. So I'm super excited to like work more.
Right. We're getting there.
And, you know, get some events going and play with these even further. So
yeah, absolutely. We just love you so much, Anton. Just thank you so much. Like,
you guys do. You guys are like literally the best. I really, really appreciate you chatting with me and sending me all this great stuff and having a little glam sesh, little jam session with me.
Yeah, this was fun. I'm so glad we were able to do this. So.
Yeah, for sure. So for anyone who's watching, if you have any questions for me, you could definitely find me on Instagram at Anton Makeup, and on the Glam Hive, you know, Hive, there's going to be like some contact information there. So, and Dean, if people are wanting to reach out, I'm sure that they can do so. I'm sure I speak for both of us.
Right, absolutely. And you can reach me at Dean Fournier. That's at DeanFournier. And of course, please follow us on at Lorac Cosmetics. Where we get like all the latest and the greatest, and would love to chat with you and have you be part of our community.
I love it. I love it. Thanks so much, Dean. I really appreciate the chat, and I hope I get to see you soon. Like, seriously.
Yes, in person. We look forward to this day when, you know, in person.
This is about as much socializing as I've done in a hot second, so thank you.
Exactly. Awesome.
All right, Dean. Well, I'll chat with you soon. Stay safe out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Bye.